Hello, welcome back to Bradow's Blockbusters. I'm Mike Bradow.
I'm Jeremy Alves.
And this is our monthly recap for the month of September. Our theme this month was sequels. We called it Sequel September on our schedule. So, if you're unaware, we watched It Chapter 2, 13 cameras and 14 cameras. And every month, what we do is we look back on the movies we watched and grade them, or not grade them, but rate them 1 to 4.
Yep.
Or rather 4 to 1, we go from the lowest. So we just basically worst to best. Is how we decide it. I usually only have one list because I have a hard time separating my personal agenda from my critical agenda.
Yeah.
But Jeremy usually has 2 because he separates them well.
I do it critically and personally, but just like last month, the critically and personally are going to be the same again.
Oh, okay.
Same thing as last month for Mike Myers month.
Yeah. So, without any further ado, Jeremy, what's your number 4?
Oh, boy.
Hold on. We'll say it at the same time, because I'm pretty sure we have the same one.
I'm pretty sure.
3, 2, 1. 14 cameras.
Of course.
Such a fucking lackluster film.
It's terrible.
It is. Like, how did it get made?
First of all, the first one didn't even have that much money. I think didn't earn a lot of money.
We couldn't find any money, or we couldn't find any monetary information, budget or earnings.
Not even for the first one or this one.
Yeah, no, we couldn't find them for either.
This one was just such a big downgrade from the first one, and you would just expect it to improve on some things, but not even a change in directors. Hell, 2 directors can't even fix it.
This was a change in director. Oh, wait. No, that's what you're saying. Sorry. I thought you were saying that they didn't change the directors.
Victor
Zarkov directed the 13 cameras.
But he came back to write the sequel.
Yeah, because he wrote and directed the first one, but then he only wrote
I don't know why he wouldn't direct the sequel, but apparently these 2 guys came and decided to do it.
Yeah. And fucked it all up.
Yeah, they did.
There's so little we can say about this movie.
No, I can sum it up really quick. Acting sucks. The screenplay doesn't. They don't take advantage of the screenplay, and the cinematography sucks too.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it doesn't. It doesn't take advantage either.
Right.
That's the whole thing with 14 cameras. It does not take advantage of what it has.
Exactly. So I think, without anything else to say other than it's a shit movie.
It's fucking terrible.
Number 3.
13 cameras.
Yeah. 13 cameras for me as well.
Could already tell what our lists are going to be today, but
yeah.
Anyway, 13 cameras.
13 cameras is better than the sequel.
Even though the sequel should have had better stuff.
Yeah.
With a good screenplay, they could have taken a little more with it, but they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
But 13 cameras.
Neither film is amazing.
No, not actually. 14 cameras was the opposite of that.
Yeah.
Complete opposite. 13 cameras was okay.
It was all right
because,
but it was
because it was too basic.
Yeah, 13 cameras actually plays with the concept pretty well.
Yeah. The drama's not boring.
Right. It could have been better, but it could have been much worse. They could have both been 14 cameras.
I guess the first one plays it safe.
Yeah.
I guess it plays it safe, which I think the sequel should have done that.
Mm-hmm. Just because you have the opportunity not to play it safe doesn't mean you necessarily should.
Or maybe they did play it safe, and that's why they didn't take advantage of it, but obviously that didn't work out.
Right.
It sucked. But again, we're talking about the first one, 13 cameras, which it was okay. I
was much more involved watching the first one.
Mm-hmm, me too. I didn't really yawn that much.
Yeah, no, the first one actually does an okay job fleshing out the characters.
They're
getting you involved.
The acting
is
okay.
It's nothing spectacular.
Everything,
but it's so much better than
everything.
14.
I think I almost gave everything a C in that movie. Almost everything. There was one thing I gave a B, which I forgot what I did. Forgot what I gave it. It was probably, what was it?
An average score for an average film.
Yeah, it's okay.
I think we have the same list this month.
No, we do. We definitely do.
And so I can't think of anything else to say on.
Yeah, because 14 cameras just fucking sucks. 13 cameras is just basic and okay. Yeah. Nothing too good, nothing too bad.
Right.
That's really it for those.
So number 2 for the month is It Chapter 2.
Yes.
At least.
Number 2 is It Chapter 2 for me, too. A lot of 2s for number 2.
It's a good movie.
It's a good follow-up to the first one.
It's just definitely...
It's not as good as the first one.
Yeah, no, it definitely lacks a lot. Especially considering the first one.
But it has good things in it to pick it up.
Yeah,
and it does.
It's definitely not a bad movie by any means.
It could be to some people because...
Well, yeah, everyone's opinions are different, but...
Yeah, it could be, but...
For me personally, it's not a bad movie at all.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad. I think it's a worthy follow-up to the first one. But yet, you can't really call it a sequel. You have to call it a continuation. Because, again, it picks up where the kids are now grown up. Now they have to come back to Darien to fight Pennywise.
Exactly.
Which, in the miniseries, it jumps back and forth to when they're adults, then to kids, and back to adults, back to kids. But then, here we are with It 2017. We're just going to focus on
being
kids.
All kid.
And now, the sequel, or continuation, now all adults.
Or mostly adults.
But then the kids do have their flashbacks, too.
Yeah.
Which, the adults do great. They're great.
Yeah, no.
Everyone does a great job.
The first movie, obviously, I think you can tell what number 1 is for the month, if you're listening. But, obviously, the first movie is just... It I don't know how to describe it. It's just good. Like, really good. Great, even.
So now we're going to number 1.
Well, no. I'm just saying, like, the first movie's really, really good. And then the second movie is...
Well, so we're still on It Chapter 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
The second movie is just kind of like...
It's like a little...
There.
It's there.
Like,
but they have to continue and finish...
It's up there
yeah.
with the first movie.
Yeah.
But it's like... Okay, so imagine it's like a staircase.
Mm-hmm.
It Chapter 1 is like 3 steps away from the top. And then It Chapter 2 is like 3 steps under that.
Okay.
Like, at least that's the way I see it.
Yeah. I don't think...
I'm not saying It Chapter 1 is perfect. That's why I said 3 steps.
Oh, yeah.
Below.
But It Chapter 2, I do think it's good. As a horror sequel, I think it does what it has to do. But I don't think it's one of the best sequels.
I think its main function is really just to
continue the first one and finish off...
Just to be the continuation.
Finish off the book, the It book,
yeah.
altogether. But for what it did, it had its good moments. It had some good acting.
Mm-hmm. The adult actors did a fantastic job.
Their chemistry together is really good. No, not that
as
good
as the kids.
The kids,
right.
We'll get to that, but the acting was really good in it. And Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise. That's
one of the highlights of both movies.
It really is.
So obviously, number 1 is It
2017.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just come out and really say I really fucking love It 2017.
Until this month, I had only seen half of the first It, and I hadn't seen the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Watching both of them, I fell in love with the first one instantly.
Mm-hmm.
The second one, again, a little lackluster, but it's still good.
Yeah.
It's definitely something I'd watch again.
Yeah.
But I don't know, the first one, it just has a good place It's good chemistry between the kids. It's good child acting.
Good child acting, some good horror, some good comedy.
Yeah, good horror,
comedy.
Good comedy bits.
Good coming of age story.
Definitely a great coming of age story.
Like, I think as a horror movie, it's up there for a good coming of age. Like, Stand By Me, which Stephen King he also wrote as the book. Well, it's called The Body, but yeah, I don't know. Just there's something about It 2017 that, in my opinion, it's great. It's so good.
Exactly.
So good. And then I hear some adults now saying that I liked It Chapter 2 better than It Chapter 1. I'm just like, but
why?
Okay, but I like It Chapter 2.
You're entitled.
I do like It Chapter 2.
I really enjoy it.
I enjoyed it too, but, you know, it's just like, I don't know. There's just something about the first one I just really like. You know?
Yeah, it's just, you know, the first one just has that, I don't know, a je ne sais quoi. Just, you know, something I can't explain that's just really good about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the second one just is kind of, it's still got that, but less so.
Yeah. The second one, I guess we're just going to talk about It and It Chapter 2 at this point.
Yeah.
We're talking about both. The first one did not use a lot of special effects. That's where it really went up.
Yeah.
And then that's where It Chapter 2 went down, because they used a lot of special effects.
A lot of CGI.
Not practical either.
Yeah.
So that brought It Chapter 2 down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Or a lot in some cases.
Yeah. But regardless, it's just, no matter what, both of those movies are just beautiful pieces of cinema.
Andy Muschietti, he did. I honestly couldn't ask for a better director.
No, I don't think I could put any combination of people better together for that film.
And he did
acting-wise or production-wise.
Yeah, they did. They really did.
They
couldn't have done both of the It's any better, even though It Chapter 2.
They could have done It Chapter 2 a little bit better.
Yeah,
but
yes.
I don't.
Yes, I
don't put that on anyone in specific.
That's just how it came out.
Exactly.
But
although, you know what, I gotta say,
still
waiting for that gangbang cut.
Fuck you. That's never happening. That's never happening. I'm telling you right now. It will never happen.
It would be funny.
It will not be funny just because it's in the book.
Are you telling me
you
don't want to watch kids?
No, I do not.
Good, because that would be fucked up.
It would be fucked up. You are totally right about that.
I can't think of anything else to say.
I just love the It movies.
And the Cameras movies are...
Get Out.
Yeah.
How about
no, they're not Get Out. Get Out is actually good.
No, Get Out's great. That's a great movie. But the camera movies, how about just turn them off? How about that? And, well, actually, 13, maybe give it a watch. Give it a try.
13 is worth it's at least worth a one-time watch.
But
14, just ignore.
Yeah.
Like, pretend it doesn't exist.
Yeah. No, I hate 14.
Jeremy wishes he could.
Yes.
But, unfortunately
it's weird how we started this month great with a movie I love so much as, like, it's one of my favorite horror movies. Hell, it's one of my favorite movies, probably in my top 20 altogether. Probably It Chapter 2 squeezed in there next to it. And then you give me a fucking terrible movie at the end of the month.
Yep.
Which, it's not one of my least favorites, but it's still terrible. Mm-hmm. And I was bored and yawning at parts where I'm just like, fucking end already. And that's funny because It Chapter 2 is almost 3 hours long, and this one's half of that.
Yeah.
And I'm still bored by it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god!
I feel bad making you watch shitty movies, but at the same time,
I do it to myself sometimes.
Yeah,
too.
But at the same time, it's kind of just like the point of what we're doing.
It's the point of watching movies. You're gonna torture yourself, or you're gonna love it.
Exactly.
Or you're just gonna be like, okay.
You're gonna be, on the fence about it, whatever. But I don't know. I remember watching 13 and 14 Cameras, and I don't know. I figured they could be an okay watch.
13 was an okay watch.
Yeah, 13 was definitely an okay watch. But then 14 just fucking ignore it. Pretend it doesn't. Burn it in a fire.
I really hope there's no 15.
Yeah, me too.
Really hope not.
But I think that's about it for our September recap. Make sure to tune in next month. We're watching horror movies all month.
Oh, back to... Well, I mean, we did horror movies.
Well, yeah, this month...
We did horror this month, but...
Yeah. But...
We're going back to... I'd say... for first two, we're going to modern horror, and then the 3, we're going to classic horror.
Exactly.
Not too classic, but like 80s.
Yeah.
70s.
All 3 of those...
are classics.
They came out in the 80s, right?
No, the last one, that was like almost 70. That was the end of the 70s, basically.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Well, whatever.
The other 2 80s.
But regardless, next month is
horror.
All horror.
It's October, baby.
It's Spooktober, baby.
Come on.
We would be stupid if we didn't watch horror movies.
That's on October.
Yeah.
What else are we gonna? I mean, there's other Halloween movies you could watch, like Monster House or Halloween Town or
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus, or any Tim Burton movie too.
Any Disney movie. No, I'm not.
Any Disney movie. Oh, it's Disney. It's Halloween. Let's watch it.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh yeah.
I don't know whether I count that as a Christmas movie. Or
I count it as Thanksgiving.
Fair enough. It's the middle ground.
Yeah.
So whatever. I think that's about it for our recap.
It is great. It is great.
The It movies are great, and the Cameras movies. 13 is worth a watch. 14, burn in a fire.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I you know me.
Yeah,
I just love the It movies.
I know. Yeah. So I think that's about it.
Even though we go too deep into everything, but
yeah.
I think we just said what we had to say.
Exactly. I think that's about it.
You did my joke. Fuck you.
But so make sure to like if you liked it. Comment your own list. Make sure to subscribe if you like more. We upload new commentary tracks every Friday. Every Monday we upload a new review, and the last day of every month a new monthly recap comes up. And we'll see you in Spooktober.
Yeah, because next week it's gonna be disturbing as fuck.
Next week is the first week we're not making popcorn.
Oh,
so be warned.
Well, for them though, I don't know. Obviously, they don't. I don't know if they make stuff while they.
Well, no, but like.
But for next week, you don't want to eat.
Next week, you don't want to watch on an empty stomach.
Please don't.
Or on a. You don't want to watch while eating. That's what I'm saying.
I know you're not. You're very serious about what we're gonna watch next week.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for listening. I'm Michael Bradow.
I'm Jeremy Alves.
This has been Bradow's Blockbusters.
Peace.